Welcome back, guys. Today is part 2 of our little solo small tribe server, and as you can tell by the footage on screen, we are no longer on a raft anymore. We are on what we would call Deborah. Deborah is a low-level Capra who will serve her purpose in this video. But welcome back, and not too much has changed. We have moved to a different server, just because these servers came out recently, and the other ones we were playing on were about, I don't know, like a week or so old. So we're still on small tribes, still on the official network, but on some new servers. So we're gonna get going and see how it goes. I'm low. This kid's low-key making me a prefab right now. Holy shit. Got hella metal in this phone. Now, if you guys don't know, cheaters are running rampant on ARK at the moment, and with that being said, I wanted to try to give you guys a decent sponsor for today's video, and somewhere where you can feel safe playing, and that's Bandit ARK. They have super good active admin support and daily events. They're also a 10 times harvest and a 5-man tribe limit. They have cash prizes for the alphas and stuff like that at the end of the wipe. I recommend you guys check this out. They have a lot of things that make ASA super nice, and even with being cross-platform between Xbox and Windows, and having those active admins on at all times, unlike Wildcard, where they just sit there and ignore your tickets, it's super nice for them to take care of the cheaters and get them out instantly. And with all that being said, you also get tech at level 120, so you don't have to worry about trying to farm all the artifacts and stuff like that. You can just get tech at 120 and continue playing. I recommend you guys check these guys out, and shout out to them for the sponsor for this video. Now, luckily that guy had a bunch of metal cooking, so I made a bunch of tools and stuff like that, but I couldn't stay around too long because his boys started coming back, and when they did, I unfortunately crashed, and I guess I just couldn't find my body. And since the servers are new, a lot of the servers were just join simulator. They were 70 out of 70 still are 70 out of 70, like 3-4 days after this recording. So I played like join sim for about 2 hours and finally got back in, took some stuff, and headed over to the east side of the map where I can hopefully get this pearl cave unlocked. Hopefully there's nothing in it, but we'll see. Now, when we got down here, luckily enough, there was only a frog in a sleeping bag. I couldn't find the guy's body, so I don't know if he killed himself, so he wouldn't have to worry about anything. So we ended up killing the frog and destroying the sleeping bag, and then placing our own little foundation down with a box and some stuff. Now, I couldn't build anything down here to, like right as of right now because it was so early into the wipe. I wasn't high enough level for scuba gear yet, so I wanted to go back to the surface and prefab some stuff up there, but unfortunately enough, when I did, I crashed and I couldn't get back into the server for at least like 3 to 4 hours. And even when I did get back into the server, it was almost time for me to go to bed anyway and get ready for work the next day, so I couldn't play for long. So unfortunately enough, as you can all see the downfall of this, we end up losing the cave and people end up taking it back. So in the meantime, I decided that I wanted to try to set something up in the Redwoods. Now, I still plan to go to the ocean very soon. I want to try to scout out the rest of the pearl caves and see what spots I have available. But in the meantime, I want to get metal smelting and, just get stuff going. This way, if I do die or I get set back, I always have something to come back to. This is really helpful when you're playing solo, and especially on smalls where the rates are actually pretty decent. You could always get a pretty okay start as long as you have the resources ready to go in a box, as long as it doesn't get raided. But here we are setting up this box, and yeah. So I ended up killing the bird, and he ended up killing me, but Deborah finished the job, funny enough, and we used all the stuff from collecting from the bodies to actually tame this RG here, but unfortunately we start running into cheaters, and they chase us through the swamp. So yes, we ended up losing the RG unfortunately to a cheater, but don't worry, obviously we went and tamed another one because our motivation was not killed, and we wanted to continue playing this great and awesome game until we decided 1 minute we wanted to go get some pace from some beaver dams, and this happened. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. Another? Now, after taking a slight break, aka like 3-4 hours, went to go get some food, did some stuff like that after dying back-to-back cheaters, I decided I wanted to raid a couple bases and see what I can get out of them. Now, these bases are just like little rafts that are on the beach, and keep in mind this server is only, like I said, stolen, I believe, like day 1, day 2-ish. I think at the time of raiding the bases, it was like day 2, but none of these, like I said, was anything crazy. We managed to get a couple things here and there, a couple of materials and stuff like that, but in all honesty, none of these bases really gave me anything too crazy. It was more or less just to get the anger out, you know what I mean, a little bit on some of the beach bobs here, since we are now also a beach bob, being set back multiple times, but it is what it is. And we also managed to find a pearl cave in the snow that I want to raid. Now, this pearl cave, it does have a little bit of foundations and stuff like that inside of it, but it's nothing that we can't handle, and making some C4, we should be able to blow it all up and hopefully get ourselves in the cave soon. Now, real quick, I just want to mention one thing, because I am going to show another clip with another cheater, and yes, ARK has covered the cheating situation already, so if you're just someone who doesn't really keep up with the ARK news and stuff like that, you kind of just play the game, or maybe you don't even play the game, but you're still interested in the game, like watching and stuff, yes, ARK has made an announcement in regards to the cheating, and they have done something very nice for us, and that is canceling the platform on which the cheaters pretty much play on. Now, if you guys don't know, people that play on Steam, we have an anti-cheat, and people that play on Xbox, you really can't really cheat, maybe besides for like a couple things, but it's not even worth it. But majority of the players that were cheating were playing on Windows 10. Now, if you guys don't know, Windows 10 doesn't have any form of anti-cheat whatsoever, so if you can pretty much just log into the game, plug whatever cheats you have in, and just use them at free will. So they disabled that version of the game to be able to connect to all, I believe, official servers. I think they are still allowed to connect to dedicated servers as long as the host of the dedicated server allows it in the settings, I believe. You can quote me on that if I'm wrong. But pretty much, the cheaters are now out of play for the majority of players and all of official network for the most part, unless they're paying for some very expensive program on Steam, which I don't even know why you would, because unless you got super bank, like, there's no point of cheating on Steam. It's not worth even getting caught, in my opinion. At least with Windows 10, if you cheat, you can make a brand new account for free and just transfer the game with you through Xbox, whatever you want to call it. So, but with Steam, you can get your account banned, and you have to rebuy the game. So, yeah, if you cheat, big sad. Play the game. Let's go. All right. Anyways, we're working on crafting C4. I got off topic. All right. So we managed to make some C4, and we're gonna head down into the Pearl Cave now and start blowing up the rest of the couple foundations and I guess a couple crop plots that were left over from the people trying to place them. Now, I don't know what my plan is for this pearl cave. I don't know if I want to put turrets in here, obviously I'm going to put turrets in here, but I don't know how I want to set it up, so I think I might build a little bit in single player and then come back to the pearl cave, right? But for now, I just want to get a bunch of foundations down and stuff like that, and, you know, gates outside the front and foundations all around the outside, just so I can claim it in more of a sense rather than actually start building it. I have a little base up above next to the coast that I've been building out of for the meantime, but and then I also have that base back in the Redwoods that I also use as like a little safety, like precaution type thing. So I'm not really too sure on where I want to go with this pearl cave yet. I do want to try to get some species plants on the inside and stuff like that, and maybe a couple autos just looking down into the pool itself over some time. But for now, like I said, for now, I just want to get, like I said, foundations all around and stuff like that, and hopefully it will, you know, last a couple, like a day or two until I can actually farm that stuff up. So funny enough, I heard some explosions coming from the top, so I decided to run up there, and this is what happened. I don't know what's going on up here. Yeah, what a surprise. Your shit. Oh, now you're cheating? So boys, at the end of the day, if you are someone that cheats, honest to God, you ruin this game, and you ruin it for people that just like playing it in general, like myself, or even people that just, you know, want to take it farther from that. And yeah, I have no words at this point. I'm kind of flabbergasted, but hope you guys did enjoy this video. Part 3 will be out sometime soon. I don't know if we'll plan on moving to another server or not. This one is full of cheaters, and then, like I said, in the time that you've watched this video, in the 10 minutes, 12 minutes that this video is made, you ran into like multiple cheaters throughout multiple days of footage. So it's honestly, in my opinion, not even worth playing on this server. But hopefully maybe we'll jump to one of the new ones and catch back up where we left off. This way you guys don't see repeated content. If you guys want to see something like that, let me know down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys so soon, hopefully, in the next one. Later.